This morning, a shocking indictment. 18 college students from the same fraternity facing charges after a Penn State pledge died at a party. Timothy Piazza fell downstairs, and investigators say nobody called for help for nearly 12 hours. A man shot by a Douglas County Sheriff's deputy is recovering in the hospital this morning. Now, we brought this to you as breaking news last night. The deputy went to check on a driver only to realize he was armed with a semi-automatic rifle. President Trump reaches a milestone today as he has now officially been in office for 100 days. Karen Travers takes a look back at what he has done so far. The south and west sides of the metro once again taking the brunt of this one, and we have team coverage on the storm this morning. Stacey Donaldson is in the Weather Center tracking the forecast and how long the snow will last. Have you ever eaten a fruit or vegetable and it made your mouth itchy? You may have oral allergy syndrome or pollen food allergy syndrome. Our partners at National Jewish Health say it mostly affects people who already have seasonal allergies. Well, this latest snowstorm is bringing some great deals from ski resorts as the season wraps up. A-Basin is offering late season one-day tickets for just $65. This started as a SWAT situation, a standoff that lasted for hours, but then turned into a crime scene. You can see over my shoulder here the house where the man was held up. Holy cow, I got the hood on. Do I look like the Emperor from Star Wars? Probably a little bit. The snowflakes, they're huge coming down. It's a good storm in the middle of May. I'll step out, show you what's going on I-70. You can hardly see the cars. Visibility is a big problem right now. Everywhere you go, there's a different sign like this one here, Stand Up for Science. And then you walk a few more feet and you stumble on a sign like this that says, Make Earth Great Again. And some signs, well, they're just meant to make you laugh.
Nerds of the world unite.
Denver 7 News starts right now.
Oh, this is more like it, a real spring storm blanketing parts of Colorado, making for some tough driving conditions out there, pretty slushy in areas. The south and west sides of the metro once again taking the brunt of this one, and we have team coverage on the storm this morning. Stacey Donaldson is in the Weather Center tracking the forecast and how long the snow will last. Denver 7 reporter Amanda Del Castillo is live in Parker to show us the neighborhood conditions in that area, but first, Katie LaSalle is off I-70 in Genesee, one of the areas that really got hit hard. Katie, how's it looking out there? The south side of the town was a target for this storm, Palmer Divide, Douglas County. That includes Parker, and that's where we find Denver 7's Amanda Del Castillo live to show us the conditions in that area near Main Street. Hey there. Yeah, that's near my neighborhood. Yikes. Well, new this morning, one person was arrested after crashing with a Denver police officer. The police cruiser was T-boned by another car late last night on 20th and Park Avenue. This is video. The officer was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. We got that update this morning. The other driver of the car was taken into custody. It's unclear what exactly led up to this crash. Well, a simple concept may help people living in one Denver neighborhood fight crime. We've reported on several gun violence cases in northeast Denver. While police are involved, one council member is stressing the importance of neighbors getting to know each other, especially as many communities see big changes in the economic and racial diversity of their neighborhoods. This concept doesn't just apply to northeast Denver. Many parts of our city are seeing similar transitions of older neighborhoods with new interest by younger families. State oil and gas leaders say there is no evidence so far that a natural gas leak triggered a fatal house explosion in Firestone, but the most critical test results are still to come. This is video of investigators taking soil samples in the neighborhood. A Stanford professor and leading expert on these types of wells explains two possible scenarios. One, methane could have leaked out of the ground under the house, or the leak could have come from gathering lines which take gas from the well to the processing plant. All right, President Trump reaches a milestone today as he has now officially been in office for 100 days. Karen Travers takes a look back at what he has done so far. The president's tax plan and immigration are two big topics here in Colorado. On tomorrow's Politics Unplugged, KNUS radio talk show host Krista Kafer tells Ann Trujillo why she thinks people appreciate what the president is doing for immigration.
The immigration issue is huge in Washington. It's huge here. Do you think that what's happening in Washington will affect our races as we move forward here in Colorado?
You know, I don't know, because a lot of people appreciate that the law is actually being put into place and being administered. I think there's been frustration, particularly among Republicans, that the laws have been on the books, and yet so many people seem to avoid any consequence. The fact that President Trump has focused primarily on criminal aliens, people who have broken the law, in addition to the laws of being here illegally, I think that it means that I think far more people are going to appreciate what he's done than not appreciate it.
Krista also grades the president on his first 100 days in office. You can hear that conversation tomorrow at 4, right here on Denver 7. And you still have a few weeks to help us collect 160 tons of food for Colorado's hungry. Denver 7, ARC Thrift Stores, and Volunteers of America are partnering up for the Feed Colorado food drive. You can drop off any non-perishable foods at any ARC Thrift Store by May 15th. We've put all the information on thedenverchannel.com. Just go to Spotlight on the homepage. 7:09, a school bus driver puts his training to the test after a truck collides head-on with the bus. The dramatic moments caught on camera. And all eyes are on the sky as the metro area braces for more snow throughout the morning. We're tracking conditions all hour.